I'm testing the Lumberjack bushcraft knife. It doesn't really have a name. That's how big the wood is, and like it's a tough knife. It's quite wide, a bit over about 1.5 inch wide blade, and it's 4 millimeter thick. So let's split some more wood. This wood is elm, and it's notoriously hard to split. So if it looks a little tough to split, it's not the knife. It's this elm tree that sticks together very good. I will go cross grain and try to cut this piece of wood in half. You gotta keep track of your equipment, especially your tools. The last part was hammered apart, not cut apart, but the knife did enough work to to make it break. This is by no means a soft wood, it's quite hard. Even though the upper part of the tree was rotten. So let's give it a test for doing a feather stick. This wood is not easy to make curls, feather sticks off. Not every knife could do this. I'm not gonna spend 15 minutes making a good looking feather stick, but it can definitely do the job. Knife have a metal plate welded on the bottom of the tang. Not glued, not pinned or anything. It's actually welded to the tang, so it's quite a solid construction. This is another way to split wood, just by hammering the knife down in the middle and then twist the wood. But don't do this with a not solid knife. It has to be a tough, solid knife like this one. This handle is awesome. I didn't really know what I should think about this this extreme handle design, but it's very economical, and it feels like the knife cuts better because the handle is better than the typical bushcraft knife. Even this wood is hard and seasoned. It cuts nicely in this. hard old piece of elm. There's been some insects drilling around in the wood, but even though it's the wood is really hard, you can see the dust spraying out when I'm cutting. This knife has the handle. The handle is awesome. The blade is fairly typical of a bushcraft knife. This the blade has a nice sweep and then a pronounced drop point. The tip has a perfect balance between being strong and then still being pointy enough to drill holes and carving netting needles. And in this chest lever grip is awesome also, because it has if I recall right, it's called thumb scallops. These indentations where you can place your thumb. It's really awesome, this knife. The knife has kind of two guards, the part up here and the part down here, because this large protruding area here makes the knife lock in your hand very firmly. So I have even though it's well polished, I have no worries about my hand slipping on the blade when I'm working with the tip. I would always recommend to do this on a surface or on a tree and just drill it with that, having that basis of a log of a tree, so you don't cut yourself. This is just a quick hole. It's plenty fine for a boat drill starting point. I'm testing the cutting ability of the knife. I'm in the middle of a willow bush, and willow grows like insane, so I'm not concerned about cutting down some green just for testing the knife. This is I'm bending the blade and exposing the fibers, and I'm then applying pressure on the edge into the wood so it will cut it easily, just to show the cutting ability of the knife. This branch is about an inch thick, and it's very easy to take down.